everyone, and happy Sunday. It is October 20th. My name is Nikki Adamkowitz. I'm known as the Sassy Subber around the world, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today, we're going to be talking about stocking stuffer, grab and go type items, day 2. Last week, we talked about hair accessories that you could put on, just kind of on cardstock, and then you could sell them as gift sets. We're trying to do things that are kind of like under 10, under 20, but this next one is very niche specific. So I'm going to take one niche today, and I'm going to tell you how the billions of things you can make for just one niche. Then what you get to do is decide how you're going to put it together. I am going to show you kind of some things that you can put together. You're going to see me do some sublimation. I have some laser in there, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and so much more. So when we're talking about niche items or niche things, we're going to be talking about the things that you could buy for or sell for certain people. Today is all about book lovers. Now, I know there's about a bajillion niches out there, but we're going to focus on book lovers because, well, they are quite a eclectic, unique group because of all the things that they read. Whether you're into murder mysteries, sci-fi, fiction, nonfiction, whatever it is, your jam, whether it's on a book or it's in a tablet, it does not matter. Or I should say it's on a tablet in a book. There we go. And no matter which one it is, they are just a fierce, fierce niche, and they love their things. So here are some of the top 10 things that you could possibly make for this niche. All right, if you're looking for stuff that's in your wheelhouse. Now, please keep in mind, some of the stuff I'm going to show you today is a think outside the box kind of thing. We're going to talk through some things. I have 3 new ideas. I am literally going to shoot out at you guys. We're going to process through it, but that's okay. That's what we do around here. We work through the process and we say, okay, that works. That doesn't work. That's not what I want to do. You know that thing. So here are some top 10 products that are in just sublimation alone, okay? Yes, I could get into embroidery. Yes, I can get into laser engraving, but you guys, let's go with back to our roots. So you can make a sublimation book pillow. Do you know what they are? You know the pocket pillows that come from Marvin? Yeah, those. So you could do a pocket pillows. I was going to do one tonight, but I don't have any in stock, so I can't even show you how to make one. So there you go. You could do the pocket pillows. That's a great gift idea. And guess what? It actually doubles as basically a gift box, not a gift box, a gift basket. It actually doubles as a gift basket. You could put in a book in there. You could put a clip on to the front of that, the bookmark. If you're using the paper clip ones that you can get from the laser team, you can put in there gift cards. Think of all the different things that you could actually put inside that pocket and make it a gift basket, right? Cool idea. Of course, you could do the personalized bookmarks, tote bags. Yep, because I don't know why we all have to have a tote bag with our book, but that's just a thing that kind of go hand in hand, and I'm not sure why that is. So grab yourself a tote bag, wherever you get it from. We get ours from Driven by Graphics. Grab that, add maybe one of his journals, maybe make yourself a pen. You see where I'm going with this? And now you're starting to get some things in there. Maybe you want to make some book sleeves. Now I know what you're saying, Nikki. I would love to make a book sleeve, but I don't know how. Well, believe it or not, they sell book sleeves out there, and you can print on them and you can sublimate on them because they're not made out of cotton. They're a stretchy fabric. Just go searching the interwebs and I bet you'll find one. You can, of course, make a coffee mug because every good book goes with a good hot cup of coffee, hot tea, hot chocolate, whatever your jam is. There is just something to be said for that sitting down in that big old comfy chair with a blanket, your book, and your coffee, right? That's the kind of thing that we all see and visualize. Customized reading journals, as I did say, we could get those from Marvin. Sublimation coasters with a book theme because you got to put the coffee on something, right? Book quote throws. So while, yes, I did post about the quote or the throws that do come from Macy's. I posted about it, but you could put tags on them. You can do embroidery on them. This is my reading blanket. While yes, you could also find some ones that you can sublimate on. That's a great idea to add into that. And maybe you don't even want to do anything to them. You just want to go grab the ones that are all rolled up, put that one in there, and add all the other items. Sublimated tablet or Kindle covers, yes, they do sell them. Do I have a source for them? No, I do not. Not at the moment. So, but yes, they are there. You can go out on the interwebs and you can find them. Last, but certainly not least, maybe wine glasses. Maybe those wine tumblers. Do I have mine right here? I don't. So maybe the wine tumblers that you can get, and you can have that for that wine book club month thing. That is a great idea as well. So those are just some of the things. Tonight, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the car coaster set. Yes, I know it's a car coaster set. It's a keychain with a think outside the box for a keychain. And it's going to be the air vent clip. There's that. Then we're going to dive into some other items that you could also use, maybe pair together. We're going to talk about it and how you can use what's in your wheelhouse. Let me flip over the camera. First, let me say hi to everybody in the comment section. Hi. I hope you guys are having a fabulous night. Let me just flippy-dippy this over. There we go. While I make my way over to the heat press. Because it's such a far walk, right? It's so far. Whoops. Why did it do that? Hold on. I gotta get there. Ah. And there. I'm there. Yep, I'm there. Okay. So one of the things that you can get for the book lovers in your life is a car set. Why is that a kind of a thing? Well, because they would rather be home reading their books than out driving, out doing errands, out adulting, if you will. So let me go get the other items I have to go get. 1 second. Forgot to grab them on the way through. Oh, we always need butcher paper. Grab that. That's important. All right. So while everything is doing what it needs to be doing, let's talk about it. We're going to do some coasters. Let me flip this over to this heat press right quick. We're going to do some coasters. We're going to do some other items. But first, I made, you guys know what this is. This is the sheet, if you will, that we all talk about, that I put with it. So you guys have something for packaging, all of those things. Let me just get in here 1 second. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So what you're going to do is this one is for your car coasters. We're going to take this off. Oh, I got 3M all over. You'll find out why I'm going to have 3M. Today is going to be a 3M kind of day. Okay. So I like that I can have some individual type of things to be able to put my car coasters on. First things first, let's get into the pressing process. So we're going to press car coasters, a square for our vent clip, which I don't know where that other piece went. Might have to go get another one. Ah, okay, there it is. Okay, and a teardrop. You're looking at me going, Nikki, really? That's an earring. You're right. Just hold. All right, let me get all the stuff that you need for this particular project. Dun, dun, dun. Clip that out. We don't want you to see that one yet. Oh, we really don't want you to see that one yet either. That's a showstopper. Nope, can't have you see that one either. Oh, I'm telling you, all the things you can't see. All right. So first things first, you have your neoprene car coasters. What you're going to want to do is find your lint roller. If you can't find it, like I can't currently, there it is. You want to lint roll this, okay? Get off all the little schmutz that may be on there, okay? Then we're going to take it and we're going to press it. 385 for 60 seconds. Well, 60 today. It's my heat press is running hot lately. Oh. So I put wording on this, right? When you put wording on your coaster, This is an art of turning this. Don't worry where the notch is, okay? The notch has nothing to do with it. Don't let your OCD have the best of you, okay? Don't worry about where the notch is, because at the end of the day, it does not matter. It could be on the top, it could be on the bottom, it could be wherever you want it, as long as when you put it in the car coaster, or in the section, it's straight. It doesn't matter where the notch is. So we are going to match up notches the best we can. Oh, we got to take that one off because that will not press correctly. Okay, we got our butcher paper. We will be reusing our butcher paper a lot today until I can't, just because I just don't want to waste it. Now, can you reuse it? Yes, you can to a point. I will be using it in little sections that I'm not using. So you'll see me, I'll pull it down a little bit, and then I'll use that little bit of a section. Now, this is not squish the heck out of me pressure, but it is definitely firm pressure. And the only reason I say it's not squish the heck out of me is because when you're going to open this up, it's going to bounce up and bounce back down. All right, so we don't want necessarily that to happen. We want it to be able to close and be able to do its thing. Neoprene swells, okay? And the neoprene color coasters, the totes, whatever it may be, they do swell. So keep that in mind. You don't want to be popping this open, having it bounce back down. It will off gas and it will give some shadowing. We don't want that. So if you check your pressure, pretty much I kind of know where my pressure is. I've gotten pretty good at it. But still, at the end of the day, if you haven't pressed a car coaster or any neoprene item in a hot minute, basically test out your pressure before you go to put that image on there. Yes, could you test it on the item you're going to use? You can. Now, if you're going to do it on like a tote bag or something like that, the lunch tote, you want to let it cool first because they do swell. Keep that all in mind. Now, remember, we are making this gift set for this. So we are going to pull off the film off of here. Whole place is about to, we're going to pop this over. Gently, if you notice, I gently pulled this up because, again, I do not want it to bounce up and bounce back down. Eee, hot. And if you didn't know, neoprene's really hot. Not that anything else isn't, but there you go. Now we have our little designs, okay? And it says, I would rather be home reading, okay? So there's that. So we're going to put those. These would get put on with some glue dots, okay? See where we're going with this? You see the background also is a theme. Now let's put this where we want it. And you're still trying to figure out what in the world this is for. Have you figured it out yet? We're going to also press this at the same time because it is the same thickness. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, it isn't the right size. This is what happens when you just kind of grab things off the shelf. You know what? We're going to press it anyway because it won't matter. You'll get the idea. And I even did pull in the template. I don't know what I measured. Clearly it wasn't this. All right. Put it back here. I am going to give this a little crank down. It is, oops. We're going to leave it. We're going to leave it. I thought about lifting it back up. Now, have I done that in the past really quick? I have. Has it messed up my project? It depends on what it is. Sometimes with the bigger ones, it definitely messes up. With these little guys, I could pretty much do it quick, but it should be okay. We will see. Now, have you figured it out yet? Have you figured out what that's going to be used for? We're going to take a key. We're going to take there we go. We're going to take the teardrop earring and make it into a keychain. A lot of you have those teardrop earrings and you're like, I don't know what to do with them. Look at the stuff in your wheelhouse and it makes a great other item. And most times all you need to do is have the right kind of finding. Okay. So for this, I needed the triangle to be able to fit in the hole of the teardrop and this. And we're going to add on our little tassel and there you go. All right. All right. I'm finally learning that I should probably put the heat gloves back on. Not all the times. I've gotten so used to not doing it. Let's see how horrible this is. Oh, it's great. I love it. Don't know what I did when I did the measuring, but that wasn't it. But we're going to keep going. All right. So now we have, my book smells better than your tablet. Okay. So you're going to take this. You're going to put a little bit of, I don't want to waste it, but I'm just going to show you. You would put some super glue on there. For the sake of this tutorial, I am going to put on a glue dot because I don't want to use this, but you guys will get the idea. Now, I will tell you, that's a pro tip. When you guys are at your different events, right, and you want to be able to show these off and whatnot, you can actually have ones that have Velcro on them, whatever it may be. But for the sake of this tutorial, we are just going to put the glue dot on. That's not currently sticking because it's all gross. Hold on. Put a glue dot on it, and then it'll be a little bit better. So let me find a good glue dot that wasn't all sorts of crazy. There we go. Look at that. Funny how that works, right? Get a better one. There. So now we have that. Pretend that this was correct. Put your, and if you know a thing or two about this, when I do the sass, not everything is rainbows and sunshine. There are a lot of times when I'm making something and I'm trying to find my, well, this will work. It doesn't always work out to the best of my ability of what I want it to be doing. And that happens. That happens a lot of times. I think I'm going to press it correctly, but you know what? I learned a long time ago, show the process, show how to do it, and then show what not to do. Don't be like Nikki. That's the not to do. Okay. So yes, I am using this. This is my key fob thing because my clippers are my things are missing. Wonder if Kevin took them. Okay. We're just gonna gently, there we go. Pinch that together. Okay. And now it's in there. And now you have a keychain. You would take a jump ring. Okay. So now you've got a shaped keychain because again, at the end of the day, you just want something pretty and you're like, these earrings aren't selling. I don't know what to do with them. Make them into a keychain. Okay. Simple and easy. We're going to go like this. Who knew that you could use this also as a pair of pliers? Just a little wonky, that's all. Come on. Get back out of there. Thank you. Now it's a little bit pulled across, so we're just going to give it a little tap. There we go. And there you have your gift set. Now, could you have put it down here on this? You absolutely could have, and we might change that. All right. But for right now, that is the gift set. So you could pair that. It could be for any niche. It does not have to be just for books. It could be for crocheters, knitters, card club people. It could be for fitness people, right? The people who like to go do the whole fitness thing. Any bakers, painters, whatever craft. Look up the top 10 crafters and you will find niche. You will find the top 10 niches, pet lovers, all of that stuff. This is a great idea when you're trying to figure out and create things that you have for your area. So like for me, I'm in my dog era, right? I have the mud monsters. So I would definitely do a lot of pet themed or at least dog theme. And that's a niche in itself. Okay. So now there's that. We have that. Now we talked about earlier, bring out these little fun shapes. We talked about earlier how you can, lots of getting all the things out here, use some other things. Here's another idea. You see this? What do you think you could use that for? I want you to think outside the box. Well, yes, it is an ornament. It also could double as a bookmark. Who knew, right? So you can go and get these. They are double-sided. You can get the any of your ornaments would double as a bookmark. Now, a lot of them are big, okay? This is the smaller one out of the ones that I have. I'm not going to put a house one in there, but I thought this would be good. My round was way too big, but this one, it was an okay size. I could live with this. It's on the thin side. It's made of metal. You can sub both sides of it, and it now can become an oversized bookmark. There's your other thought. Okay. Now, you guys have been wanting for a hot minute to do the magnetic bookmarks. Okay. So hear me out. We've got 2 different sets I'm going to show you, and we're going to talk about each one. Okay. So first things first, I did cut this out on my laser. This is on the thinner side of the felt. Okay. This is the craft felt. You can go get your Michaels, your Joann's, all of that. Yes, the felt that I typically use is the thicker ones that come by the yard. This is much thinner. Okay. I will show you that this is what happens to the outside edge. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but this is what happens with it gives like little pits to it. So there's the caveat to that, is that it will give you that kind of a look. You could go a couple different ways with this. All right. So let me explain. What I personally would do, 2 thoughts, is not cut it on my laser, or you actually cut it on my Cricut or my Silhouette. Well, I'm not going to do that today. What I am going to do is just go in, and I will talk to you how to do this, because this is a 2-step process. Okay. You would sublimate this whole thing. You wouldn't do it in the shapes. Okay. When you're sublimating and then you want to go cut it in your Cricut and Silhouette, you really want to do a whole piece. Okay. Full pattern piece. But for the sake of this tutorial, we're just going to work on it so that I have the shape right here. Okay. That's only if you're going to do it that way. Okay. I'm going to put in there because a lot of people have a hard time lining up the different patterns and all of that. So first we're going to sublimate this. Then what we're going to do is add, no glue, Mom. Hey, yay, 3M to the back sides of these, and then we're going to cut it out. All right. Once we cut it out, we're going to add the magnets. So yes, you could cut these all by hand. Absolutely. Could you put them on a die press? Absolutely. Again, could you do them, like I said, on your laser? Absolutely. Okay. It doesn't matter. And I will show you the one that I did on my laser. There it is. So I cut it out on the laser first, then I subbed it and I put it on. Then I thought about all the little things I could have done to fix this. So that is what it looks like. And look, it can go both ways. Okay. The only thing I will say is I want to find a little bit stronger of a magnet. That is a strong magnet, but I want to find a stronger one. That's the only thing. So hold off on getting your magnets because I would like to find a stronger magnet for that. Okay. Now let this cool for a hot second. Again, we could have gone in, done this, added it, done the thing. Now you cannot add 3M to this and then sublimate it. You have to sublimate your fabric first, then add your 3M. And then if you want to go throw it on your laser, have at it. You might want to mask it. There's a whole bunch of things you could probably do to not get that pitting, but I don't think you're going to ever be able to not get that pitting. Another type of fabric you could possibly use is twill. Twill does so much better when being cut in your laser versus the felt. So you could always use twill. And the twill, what happens is when the laser cuts it, it actually seals the edge. So it's going to seal the edge. You can put your 3M on the back, cut it out. Again, you're going to do the same thing like I said with the Cricut and Silhouette. Do full pattern, then go cut it out on your laser and already have the 3M already attached. Okay, so here we have this. We're going to get our 3M. I put it somewhere. There it is. We're going to put it on the back. Now, I will tell you that you want to, I'm just going to use this metal one. You want to use some sort of a scraper and really scrape this 3M in here. Okay. Get it nice and sealed. Now, yes, it is stuck on the paper, but that's okay. So now what we're going to want to do is go in here. We're going to trim this down a little. Make it a little bit easier for me to cut it. Again, work harder, not smarter, or work smarter, not harder. You're just going to want to go in, trim it out. Again, this is, like I said, you want to go in and use your silhouette or your laser or your Cricut or whatever the thing is. Go right ahead. It will work. I will show it to you after. Does it hold the magnet is the next question. It absolutely does. Okay, so there's one. Now we're going to come around and we're going to do number 2. So as I was coming up with this whole idea, I thought, oh, there is a definite different ways to do this. We could all do it this way. We could do it this way. And then I thought, you know what? We're just going to rock and roll with it and we're going to do it together. So when I tell you I've been rocking and rolling this idea for the last couple hours, yep, I absolutely have. Right? So now you have your pieces. Again, great for die cuts, great for any of that. You might want to go and trim it up afterwards too. Another great thing is you could add a lighter to it to trim it up as well, just to kind of seal the edges once it's done. Flippy dippy it over. Okay. Now remember, we sealed it all in here with our thing. So now what you want to do, now could you use a heat bond? You probably could. You probably could use heat bond. Some people are gonna, but for me, I just like the use of the 3M. Okay. Again, let's just make sure it's all nice in there. Get in here, find a little piece that comes off. And you're gonna have to work at it a little bit sometimes. Okay, there we go. Could you use regular fabric? You could. There we go. Oh, come on. Stop sticking on my fingers. Okay, this is comical. Okay. It just doesn't want to let go. Got it. Okay. So now what you want to do is take one side. And while these magnets are nice and, I mean, these are strong magnets, I will tell you that. Okay, so first things first, decide where you want your first one. Okay. What I like to do is, I was doing this about 5 times. See which side is the one that, okay? Because if you go to the back side, it's not going to stick. So you want to know which side is going to stick, right? So then you want to go in and try to find the right side of the magnet. Okay? So far, you with me? Perfect. Now, I want to see which side is which. That's the flower side. So we are going to put the flower side here. It is so sticky. Okay. Line her up. You're going to want to trim it, like I said. When I'm done, I will trim it. Now, you're like, oh, but I made a mistake. I didn't line it up correct. Let's see how I just pulled that apart. It's okay. Get it all in there, lay it in there flat. Okay. Now you're going to want to go around with your scissors and just make sure that everything is trimmed up. This is why I said going in and doing it afterwards is going to be your best bet. Okay. Because again, you can use heat bond. It will heat bond your edges to this, the whole 9. It will definitely do it. I just happen to like the 3M, even if it is a little sticky. Okay, there you go. At the end of the day, you're good. Now, with that.
Can I ask you a question, please? Yeah. Why do you need to tape 3M tape both sides? Wouldn't it just, since you've already got it sticky on the side anyway?
Because of the magnet. So the magnet, you're securing the magnet on both sides. Because if you put if you put the 3M only on the one side, you're missing this back side. So by putting it on both sides, you're securing. Now, could you put just a little 3M dot on here? And then you would, yes, you absolutely could. See, again, we're working through the process. So yes, you could put a little bit of a 3M dot right here. You could actually just cut out a bunch of circles of the 3M and put them on the backs of these. And then there you go. And now you've secured it. You absolutely could go that route if you wanted to as well. Remember your 3M, the 3M sheets that I get, you can cut out on your Cricut, your silhouette, and all of that jazz. And then you could put them on the back, and then there's on the front, and now you've got it sticky. You see what I'm saying? But it has to be on both sides, because as it's pulling against the page, you don't want it to fall over time. So
thank you.
You're welcome. And that's Patty, everybody. Make sure you guys say hello to Patty. She is in the back office today. I forgot to mention that. That is the voice from beyond, is Miss Patty. So there you go. So this is one idea. Well, now let me show you the other idea that I came up with. Okay. We have this guy, because I am definitely in my leather era. Don't judge. Okay. I went in. This is just lasered. It's 3M together. Okay. This is where you're going to want a heavier duty magnet because of the thick leather. All right. But you can make your own, and you could just 3M them together. It's not, I mean, you see, I'm literally, okay. You can also go in. All right. And make
Nikki, you're muted. You have no sound.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes, now I think we can hear you.
Okay, my mic died. That is why the mic died. Okay, let me know if I sound better once I get over to the camera. Okay, are we good now?
Yes, we are good now.
Perfect. Sorry, my mic died and I didn't realize it. Okay, so what I was saying is you can make these guys right here, okay? These have the magnets in them. You want a stronger magnet. You can make your own shapes. You could just put an offset inside here, or an inset. Put the magnets on the inside. Use your 3M tape. I would definitely, if you're going to put magnets in it, put the 3M on both sides like we just talked about for this one. Now for the bookmarks, here's what I was saying. Only put 3M on the one side, then cut another sheet that doesn't have the 3M, so that when you go to line these up, it makes it a little easier. Yes, do I have 3M on both? Yes, because I just cut them both out. Okay. So line this up. Now, if you're going to just do bookmarks, another thought is go through, put 3M on one side, lay your leatherette on the back side. So when you're lasering it, it's lasering it all out at the same time, because it's not going to matter. This is a bookmark. Do you have to have this on both sides? You don't, but you can definitely make a leather bookmark very quickly, easily. Do some beautiful laser engraving on it. So these are two options. Again, you can go in and make your own magnetic one, or even your own bookmark. And then this way it works well. So again, use your 3M to the best of your ability when it comes to all of those things. Now, another idea that you could do with your book gift. So we made this, right? So with this, we're going to make some socks, because nothing says comfy, cozy, reading a good book. We're going to pair it with a mug. I am not going to press a mug tonight, but just so that you guys could see how this would all work together. and a cute little gift set idea. Remember, this is particularly niche specific just because, well, we're talking about book talk. Now, I do get my socks from Silky Socks. They do come with those inserts. All right. You will go in and you will lint roll, right? That's what we got to do because it is fabric. All right. We're going to get in here. All right. Lint roll both sides of it. We lint roll both sides. Why? Because the heat gets through to the other side. And, well, the front side might not have blue, or the back side or whatever it is might not have any blue, but the front side will. Right? So we want to go in, get it all sticky lint rolled. Perfect. For this particular tutorial, I am doing the back sides. I'm leaving the inserts in there. So it says, so many books, so little time. Okay. We're going to line them up kind of where I want them to be. Do you have to do all over socks? No, you don't. Can you? Yes. People have asked me, can you sublimate the ones, the And One brands that come from Walmart? Yes, you absolutely can. All right, we're going to put these in here. We're going to fold over our paper. And I'm going to loosen the pressure just a little. Drop it down like it's hot because it is. All right. So we're going to pretend for the sake of this tutorial that this is the coffee mug we are giving. Okay, because I didn't want to waste a coffee mug. Okay, so this is the coffee mug that I use here on my desk. So it is kind of dusty at the moment. Okay, so here's your coffee mug. You might want to pair it with, let's see, your bookmark, right? We're going to pretend that this is laser. Let me go get some twine or some ribbon. We like ribbon. All right, we're going to go with a festive look. Normally I would do black with this, or I would do twine. Okay, you're going to feed this through the hole. Do you put beads on it? Nope. Nope, I do not. Nope, I do not. Okay. Now you could go in and put other holes in this too. There are some people who will put multiple holes, and the reason being is if they want to, especially people who read the Bible, they will go in and they will have different sections. You could put a couple different holes, and then this way you could tie off the different ribbons to have off different sections. But that's the nice part about creating your own. Okay, we're gonna let that sit there for a hot second. Oh no, we made it off. Okay. So many books, so little time. Now, because I'm going to be putting it in here, it won't fit in. So we are going to go in, let these cool down for a hot second. We're going to gently peel them off. Save this. Okay, lay these out. If you pull them off while they're hot, they tend to go back. Now, you're going to go in. You're going to roll your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, life is but a dream. Okay, you're going to put some shredded paper for this particular tutorial. We're only going to use our butcher paper. Stuff that down inside. You're going to put in your socks. You're going to put in your bookmark. All right, you might throw a little couple pieces of candy, maybe a tea bag, maybe a peppermint stick, whatever it is. Maybe you want to add hot cocoa, a K-cup, coffee. Let your mind keep going as to this. So now you have made an uber cute looking type of gift set. This works for any niche, by the way. You could put a little bit of something in everything. So now we have our socks, we have our bookmark, we have our mug, and that's a great grab and go item. Last but certainly not least in this conversation is, where's mine? There it is. Book fatigue. Book fatigue is really a thing. I didn't know how much of a thing it was, but it really is a thing, right? Book fatigue. Has anybody heard of book fatigue? I know I have. So it's one of those things that when you are reading a book, Okay. When you're reading a book, you get book fatigue. I got to get it so that it sits correctly and done. Okay. A lot of times we're holding our book like this. This is to stop you. It is a real thing. Okay. This is an acrylic book buddy. Okay. So this holds it so that you can just kind of rest your thumb here and not have to worry about trying to hold your book open. Okay. It is called a book buddy. It is made out of acrylic. Okay. Right here. We're going to take off the acrylic film off the back. Okay. Layer down. Remember, we do not mirror with our acrylic. If you've got words on it, do not mirror it. $3.85, 60 seconds is all we need. Medium pressure, not squish the heck out of me pressure, because we don't want to lighten this up a little bit. There we go. Now I do have, this is something that I use for jewelry making and whatnot, but I actually use it for my acrylic, my small pieces of acrylic, and I just put it on here. It's a heavy weight, okay, and it weights it down, keeps it nice and flat. But this is what it looks like when it is done. You can go in, give it some designs. This is what it's for. It's to hold your book open. Now, if you saw the book that I have, these are the journals that I was talking about from Driven by Graphics. So when you are sitting there, now it was a little wonky to me at first, but then all of a sudden I realized I was holding the book wrong. Okay. When we're holding a book, we're holding it. Let me flip my camera to a different screen. Hold on one second, please. There we go. When we're holding a book, we're holding it like this. Okay, you're holding the book like this. That's where the fatigue comes in, all right? Because your arm is holding in this position, and there's elderly people who cannot do it. So you put it here, and now they can actually hold it so it holds their pages open. Okay, so we're holding it with the pages. We're taking this guy. We're going to put this on top of it. Hot second. All right, and that's what it looks like. But then we made them kind of decorative and pretty because why not? Because that's what we do, right? So that's what this is for. It's called a page buddy or a book buddy. This is something that will be listed in somebody's shop. I'm not sure whose yet because I literally just did this like an hour before. Okay. It's like, wait a minute, I can make one out of sublimation. I don't have to. There you go. There you go. That is what it looks like at the end of the day. There is your book buddy. Okay. So you could go in with these things right here. That's what these little
switch your screen back.
What?
Switch your screen back, please.
I will.
You couldn't see it on the table.
I will.
Thank you.
Damn. God, she's getting pushy. There we go. She's getting on me tonight. Okay, so you could go in. That's what it looks like. Either one of them. But you can put them on these little sheets right here. Add in your own wording. I didn't add in the wording for these because you guys could put whatever you want. This is great for those onesie, twosie items. So yes, you could put your book buddy on here. Yes, you could also put on your magnetic, right? You could do a dual thing, okay? Maybe you want to have the book buddy and a magnetic one. It's really going to depend on how you really want to make these. A lot of people have asked about the sublimation ones that you can get of the magnetic ones. The problem is, from everybody that I've heard of, and I haven't even tested them out myself, is they fall apart very easily. They're not really good. They don't hold real well. So I went and searched because I absolutely love the leather ones like this. And I loved how they looked. I was like, well, we still need one for us. So how do you go in and do that? Could you go in and cut long magnet material, put 3M tape on the back and add in felt on top of it? Absolutely you can. Okay. But I will tell you, you want to make sure, because I had cut some magnet material. I don't know where my magnet material is. I cut some magnet material that I have here that I use for my car magnets, and sticking them together, it just didn't stick well. You really need a high sticking magnet, right? Because those ones just don't stick well to each other. It might stick well on a refrigerator and it might stick well on a car, but when it comes to sticking against each other, it's not working real well. So you really want a heavy duty magnet when it comes to that. So this is a gift idea. This is a gift idea. All right. This is a gift idea. I'm going to set it down just so you can see. All right. Okay. All of these are gift ideas. They're just niche ideas. Add a tote, add a pocket pillow. Those are some great things. Look at what you have already in your wheelhouse. Can that be made into something else other than what it was? Like an ornament, into a bookmarker. You can really just kind of do a lot of different things with it. And it's really up to you at the end of the day, what you do. Let me head back over to the desk where you're going to hear me better anyway, and we'll talk about it. So now that I'm over here, hopefully y'all can hear me. Shake your head, Patty, if you can hear me. Okay, good. So one of the things when you're coming up with niche items, you can run the gamut as to what you want to do. You could streamline it down to be something as simple as bookmarkers or, like I said, the Page Buddy. You can really go really, really small and still hit every niche. When you're looking at doing your items, you want to look at items that are under 10 and under 20 when it comes to stocking stuffer and grab and go. Because a lot of times people are looking for office gifts, hostess gifts, gifts for the teacher and the nurse and the bus driver and the hall monitor and the guy next door 4 doors down, you know, that kind of thing. We're always looking to buy something for someone, even if it's a little something. So think of everybody's price budget of what you can do with it and then run with the idea. Now, yes, is the felt one, could it be tweaked 1,000 ways to Sunday? It absolutely can. But what I'm doing is planting the seed. I would love to see how you took an idea and you ran with it and made it work for you. I would love to see that. A lot of people want to have different types of bookmarkers and we're tired of having laminated ones. That's why we're coming out with the clip ones, right? We came out with the clip ones. Everybody's coming out with those. But again, they're simple and they're a little chunky. I'm not going to lie. I love them, but they're chunky. So maybe you wanted a little bit thinner of a version. It's really up to you. When I show you a new idea here on the SAS, sometimes it doesn't mean that it's, oh, let's go, 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 go. No, it's let's work through the process. So it's an idea for you to go and take and decide if you're going to run with it. Maybe you want to use the thicker craft felt. Maybe you want to use fabric. Maybe you're a sewer and you want to print your own fabric and then sew one together, add a magnet in between. Let your brain just explode with the ideas, no matter the niche, because every niche has a little something. So that's it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you next week here for round 3 of stocking stuffers and grab and go items. Till next time, I'll see you all on the flip side.